Alright, so really, if you want to learn how to restream, what you gotta do is you just gotta be willing, to appease OBS. Just give it, a sacrifice now and again, and it'll be totally fine.
Not a problem. You got this.
Yeah. So, we've kind of gone over, all the stuff with, cropping, with balancing audio. Again, making sure that you do your proper rituals to make sure that OBS does not crash on you when you're doing something, that you probably shouldn't be. But, do you all have, like, questions, for us? J-Mac, Radical, what you got?
Well, my only question is, what happens when things literally catch on fire?
Oh, that's a tough
At that
one.
point here, we need to consult our, our OSHA expert, because it'll technically be a workplace incident here.
Oh.
So we need to, probably get Oscar in on the case here. So where is she?
Oscar?
Wait, so what's her name?
Okay, what do we do when things are literally on fire?
Blame someone else and drink water?
Gotcha! Okay, water! Great, perfect! Okay, yeah, as we all know, stay hydrated. Great, perfect. Okay, so stay hydrated, blame someone else. Excellent.
I guess my other question then would be, like, what happens if, like the memes go too far?
If they go too far.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess we can ask Dathus about memes? Dathus, do you have any suggestions about memes?
Dare says memes go too far.
Nah, totally doesn't happen.
That's not in this community.
Not in
ever,
this community.
in life.
We don't spend like 3-4 hours, putting together like a 3-minute joke or anything.
No, we would never. Ever.
No.
No. Yeah, that's a much. Yeah, we use our time much better than that. But
You wouldn't do that, would you?
no, I do believe though that
That doesn't make a lot of sense.
No. Anyway, we have a very special commentary team for you today. It's going to be just a whole bunch of fun. Just give me one moment, and then I'll take you all live. Chad, do you have any questions about restreaming and OBS?
I think Chad has a lot of questions right now.
Chad has many questions. It's all right. Don't worry about it, chat. It's fine. Anyway,
Fix it in post.
we'll fix it. Anyway, y'all have yourselves a. Why does OBS hate you? Because you did sacrifice to it. We went over this.
Right?
Anyway,
That's how it works.
you all have yourselves a really fun race, y'all.
Y'all are super cute. Oh, we have to do stuff now, don't we?
Yeah, that actual proper part of what we do.
Oh, heck. Hi, everybody. This is a group of 4 of us. Yeah, you gotta get off the OBS thing. All right, so we're doing stuff right now. We've got Soleras and Rexbanner doing game 3. Good old like rubber match of the group. I did sports stuff, right? I said rubber match.
Yeah,
Yes,
you're good.
You're good.
Fantastic. We're starting. We have the Gauntlet, Golbez, CPU, Odin, Elements, Antlion, a turtle, and a wall, and a Tella, and dolls, and a pairing key.
That sure is a key.
Yeah. No,
That's quite the key item.
that's gonna actually open up a good cruise location early on for weapons and gear and stuff. So can't complain too much.
Yeah, you have a few checks you can make too. Obviously, face checking the basement, so there's definitely a chance for some bosses to pop up here.
Any other thoughts from the crowd? as Dathus is trying to non-meme.
What? I would never do such a thing. No, the basic openings from everyone, it's fine. You have team, hey, we're going to ordeals, and we already have some violence against one of our fellow casters here. And
Okay,
the other
here's the thing. I don't know if y'all noticed the naming schemes. I have to be nice because
Well, because you're now in the party. You're now in the party. You have to be nice. Everybody belongs.
yeah, I don't know if you saw, but the Wonderful Runners, they named their characters after some really heck of people in the community. So yeah, y'all are awesome. We love you. When you watch us back, know that we totally love you.
You know what I do love though? That Chocobo Forest check.
One of my favorite ones. I love the really out-of-the-way items. You can find shenanigans there, and I think the best I've ever found is the Murasame in one of those.
Yeah, I don't think Ice Shield is necessarily what they were looking for on that one, but you know.
I'll take a Black Sword, though. Great to have Cecil.
Oh, did Rex just find that?
Soleras did, actually.
That works.
And it's gonna make that Ordeals hunt. No, hey, there's the other twin.
You're sitting right next to me, though.
Okay, the other twin.
Okay.
Or different twin.
Fair.
Now here's the real question. Soleras continuing to go up. We saw Palom Porum and we saw Cecil and Tella. This isn't really a team that's gonna take most of the fights here. I guess twins okay?
This is a very squishy party right now.
I mean, the twin magic, you can, I mean, essentially just like in WWE, it did surprisingly good damage to its opponents without even trying much. You're welcome for that.
I'm just really upset that the wrestling meme came out of somebody that wasn't me first. I'm kind of sad.
Impressed, actually. Speaking of memes, we do have a fantastic meme in Dr. Dialogue, who you're okay seeing him here. We do see everything that Oscar loves. Riddy is down for the count for some anchorage.
Yeah.
We have magic power up, and is J-Mac gonna bonk things or just gonna hide?
Now, if
Isn't getting sleep? Yeah, that's a bit of a stretch.
That's very true. That's a meme.
lies. So why, oh why, would Horror or Palom bluff before potentially some twin magic funness?
Why, Radical?
I don't know. Don't look at me.
Rumpy, you're the super smart person.
Am I? Alright, you're trying to bluff here because you're trying to, by habit, trying to, boost, Palom's magic power here, so when Forum asked, wait, who's this man?
If Horror's just the one that does the twin magic, it like Palom's bluff helps with that.
Yeah, as long as Palom, is, like, typically, close to before,
Oh, that's fair.
Forum's actions, so...
It's taken our resident wise elder to formulate the answer, which makes sense because we just found him in Damsian Castle with our good old Sid. So yeah, we have a collection of also present characters.
I mean, you get that Cecil Paladin, you have at least, one that you like, and then after that, there's characters.
There's mages.
Yeah.
There's a lot of mages in the seed. Which for some people, that's totally cool. I mean, you can very easily nuke the world and go once you get up to, well, nukeable levels.
Yeah, and then there's also the other half of you that goes, well,
Ooh.
an edge would be nice.
Ooh.
This is...
Ooh.
ideal.
Oh, this is sadness. A back attack Ashura. Do we have any anti-mage gear other than a reset?
I'm assuming a black sword is not.
A black sword is not good. Wait. Do that.
Do we even have Star Veils?
It doesn't look like it.
So the answer is we come back to this at a later date.
I'm actually really curious to see what Soleras is doing because, yeah, this is essentially, effectively the semis for Red Moon Waxing, or excuse me, Red Moon Waning. Words are hard. These are where the really super good players are. So Soleras very likely knows something that I do not.
So they're going for the life lock, what it looks like here, and then bluffing.
Rumpy, explain the life lock.
Well, if you attack, able to attack Ashura here, just as she's about to cast Life 1 here, you can, when she rotates her head, she'll continue to rotate here to the Grey Face. Which means she'll continue to cast Life 1, which means that, she can't cure herself, but this also is dependent on being able, you also want to be able to, get enough damage on Asura to be able to, get through the fight here.
So I think, and with the amount of bluffs that we have going on, what's really happening is you've got, just powering up Palom's black magic ability, letting him, getting to the higher up stats where, yeah, we can just let the twin magic do all of the heavy lifting.
But you can't do twin magic when you have one sleepy white mage.
Yeah, and you can't really cry here either, because that one's down.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is now at the point where you're just keeping the life lock, because if we get a cure off, this is gonna... We're all back to the beginning sort of thing.
Meanwhile, on Rex's side, we are about to see some good old-fashioned fun in the Antlion Cave and see what little fun boss is going to be saying hi to us there.
Wait, this location exists?
Not to PK.
Shout out to yet another fantastic runner, and also Meme Lord as well. He would have loved to have been part of this.
Yeah.
There's only so much room on the couch, though.
Very
Right?
true.
Yeah.
That's why I'm on the floor.
Oh, hey!
Oh.
Who would like to take this explanation?
Bonus round.
Well, in this specific flag set, we have the key item that normally you can get from Edward and Troy in the bed is turned off. So in this case, you need to find the D-Mist and then go to Village Mist afterwards to pick up that key item. So to find this early is going to be a very welcome thing for our runners to come across, because that is usually something that you chase for a while if the seed really decides to be really random and mess with you. And that one key item could make or break a seed, so to have this off early is very nice.
Side note, shoutouts to Soleras for pulling off that Ashura kill. That is a terrifying spot to find Ashura.
With this low power?
This stop.
Absolutely.
And a siren on Rex's side from the work from Demas. But
So realistically, you're hoping now that the Demas is where the actual Antlion Cave key item might be.
yes, at this point. Well, here's the thing. Sirens they're not, like, guaranteed on the overworld.
No,
That's
but
like-
also if you're gonna get anything that's not a key item, you would be hoping that, you know, it would be a siren and more than just one.
About a cabin.
Okay, you bring up a good point.
I'm okay with a cabin.
Actually, I'm gonna say Darkness Crystal.
Hourglass 2, that's not a cabin or a darkness crystal.
More zonks, I'm here for it. Because Seed's choosing violence, and even more of it.
I mean, it's a key item.
Yeah.
There may not be anything behind that key item.
There won't be. Well, there'll be a. This is fine here.
No!
Greg and Reed.
Oh, well, so we do. Yeah, we do have Starving. Well, okay, almost everyone's fine.
So this is like Mount Ordeals of LOL. Mount Troll Deals.
So after all of that, Soleras gets through that Ashura fight, and then just the sea is like, I'm not done with you.
No.
I would like everyone to know that this seed is brought to you by Scala Kitty, the fantastic art wizard, dev, and fellow meme lord that we have that has decided that, hey, the intro wasn't enough. Here's Ordeals. You're not gonna like it. Deal with it.
You know what they are gonna like, though? That K-Not so.
Hey, that's
a turtle at a
he's like
very friendly spot.
so a obligatory shout out to our wonderful tracker who was quite literally brought into this. As a, oh, by the way, memes. So JMac Library, give some like loves and follows to Scala and JMac, and to Dathis, and to Rumpf, and to CS Radical. They're all super cool, really good at this game. So yeah.
And of course, our runners, Soleras and Rexbanner, who are going to be trogging through what's already starting to look like a fun seed tonight.
Yeah.
Oh, and we can't forget the Pink Puff Queen herself with Asuka. Make sure you follow her as well.
I mean, I gotta say, though, I'm a little disappointed that if any boss shows up here in Mist Cave, it's Keinatsu, because usually you want to see the turtle towards the end of the seed. There's somebody in the booth.
Yeah, it was
Towards the end of this.
Sorry.
It's a little bit of a missed opportunity.
Element's location?
Right? But given the amount of bosses that are left here, again, you look at our bosses that are on the docket tonight, those are all a lot of great Elements locations.
So,
Side note, it's really hilarious doing this in person because I just got a death glare from Rumpy for that pun.
I'm gonna try to keep a personal glare counter that we all have to each other over the course of this run.
Ooh, a Sprackle. What Sprackle are you?
We don't need any Sprackles.
the Lunars, yep, we're okay with not
Yeah.
seeing them. I think Rex is hoping, hey, no, he's already seen no, he's hoping for the Wyvern. Like, hey, be out of the way. You're gonna get that bad news real soon, dude.
Have we checked the waterfall by chance?
We have not.
No, the
actually.
waterfall has not been checked yet.
Anything?
Oh, that was it.
just more about the sparkles, and
I mean, nice. That would have been useful.
Great, for sure.
Additionally, there was in fact an elven bow in Mist, so in Mist, the town of Mist proper. So we could have watched the lovely white wizard Porum, who's both J-Mac on one side, shoot some arrows and do a whole bunch of damage. Watching Porum dish out violence against mage-type enemies, maybe my favorite thing to do. Not that I berserk to Porum.
I thought giving confidence to the poor was your favorite. Was one.
That's the community's favorite.
Queen Porn. No, you don't want me in with that lot.
Most of the community.
I'll hail Queen Porn.
Absolutely. I have not seen any other white mage dodge that many meteos before. What was the current record? Is what, 6 in a row?
You could say she's quite guarded.
No.
As we say. Oh, okay, that's 2 glares. All right, we're in progress here. So yeah, we have Rexbanner obviously at the Fabul defense doing the guards. We have Soleras now in Castle Evelyn doing the Staleman chest of the first one. So we'll see how generous the castle will be in those 3 chests if we do see all 3 of them at this point.
Now, what kind of items would Soleras be looking for in trap chests considered? Oh yeah, aside from the...
Still sword.
Look! My brain doesn't compute.
I mean, a
with
holy sword in
accessible
general,
party.
but crystal sword.
I'll take even an Avenger, man. Like,
I want to see him awesome thing.
I want to see a Dragoon Lance.
Well, you've already seen a Gungnir Lance in Mist, or
That's why I
Escape, so we're making progress.
Yeah.
I want to see a crystal shield.
Crystal ring.
No. Crystal rings can still have some use. Crystal shield is way funnier.
Chat's asking for samurai arrows. I mean, that's also good. Ooh, Artemis arrows would be really nice.
That's why we don't want them.
But yeah, those are useful.
Fancy. Tier 7.
We know the guards have been defeated. Rexbanner gets a sword.
Hey, that's a holy sword. Ish.
I'm gonna call that French vanilla with a shot of caramel macchiato because that's, supposed to be the black sword there.
Oh, yeah.
So we got the ending black sword changing to the starting holy sword.
Artificial. Vanilla.
It's been a long
It
time
is.
since I played the vanilla, so I'm amazed that you remember.
Really?
Yes.
That was
Yes.
It was a
camera.
You know what? Useful.
I mean, it's
but
not. It's
what you're really hoping for.
It's an improvement on the rod, but
it's at least something you can use. So it's better than an edge weapon.
Yeah, but edge weapons, actually no, it is better than an edge weapon because it's a little bit of bonus stats, but it's not money, and that's what you're really needing later on.
Yeah, but also crystal sword.
Yeah, you're wanting a crystal sword, but it's not going to happen because we need it for this party.
Oh, there's a long sword.
I was more intrigued by the cabin myself.
Yeah, well, we did get a cabin, so something.
Yeah, the 7 characters you have, I very much see. Oops, all mages and Cecil. 100% is going to be your.
And I guess Sid exists, but not anymore.
Yeah, I think this is going to be a question of where's the darkness crystal? I want some levels, please.
And will you be going back for that Rydia, or are you going to keep with not Rydia? I know.
Well,
your
don't
answer-
ask Oscar.
Go on.
I mean, if you can slingshot her,
Also, it depends if you find Bahamut anytime soon as well. That can change it.
True.
Very true.
I mean, even finding Leviathan in a shop might give them an idea to go for it, but at this point, if you just randomly pull a Bahamut in either what's I guess would be considered a song spot at that point, or I don't know, do Bahamut show up in these trap chests, would they?
Oh, yeah, it has actually.
Okay.
I very much remember because I found a Bahamut and then fed it to a fat chocobo, along with a crystal sword.
Well, okay, I'm not that surprised by that.
I didn't need the crystal sword.
So yeah, if you do come across a Bahamut, there is definitely a possibility that, you would be keeping this Rydia just a little bit longer in hopes that maybe you can slingshot her.
Also, Soleras taking the reset because he had the off-center slot size cast to try and attempt. That is almost as bad as the off-center slot weakness cast. Generally not something you want to aim for, but with what you've got here, it's always fun when Tele-Life happens.
I mean, I was just gonna say those mad ogres were being real mad.
Over what?
Heh.
Hi, Drum.
Alright, that's 3.
Yeah, both runners deciding, hey, we have ourselves a power couple or a Cecil that needs some levels. Let's take these lives here. And yeah, great use of an early Siren.
Yep, that siren does come in use, especially knowing, how weak this party is. Now, Soleras, on the other hand, was just like, nah, I got this. Rex going, I got this, but I want a little bit extra levels anyway.
Yeah, like, the difference we're seeing is that Soleras did take a siren as well here, but did it after Cecil became a paladin here. So the levels that Rexbanner is getting on Dark Knight right now here will be for naught because Cecil's once Cecil becomes a paladin, that level resets back to 1.
Also, interesting is popping both of them here. A good strategy.
I mean, again, this party, and you really wanting this Cecil Paladin, you want to make sure you got the levels for this as much as you can.
And he doesn't even know what he's about to come up
That
against.
is also true.
Which is really interesting when he sees, like, I have no idea. Hey, look, there's crystal of some kind.
It's crystal armor.
A good and a bad thing.
It's good for now.
We can't berserk him, but he's going to be covering.
You don't really need to berserk him yet, but, you know, you hope you can replace that with something later.
I'm just gonna shout out to all of the people watching this right now, Soleras being one of them. And if you know, you know. Would you say that armor makes him outrageous? Truly outrageous.
That's not where she was going for.
But it works.
So our wonderful restreamer says, "How dare you quote Gem when Z can't be part of it?" And that's not the original goal. We're gonna talk about a specific character from Targon from a.
It is very it's a legend of sorts.
Indeed. And it is a man.
Or is it a legend of swords?
No, he uses a shield.
No, he uses a deep V-cut shirt.
That too. That man makes David Hasselhoff look unattractive.
He has
That's
Baywatch
impressive.
skin. Anyway.
Soleras is making attempt number 2 at the Mad Ogre chest. We'll see if the center slot stone pays off this time. And hey,
Isn't it nice when Tella actually lands the stone?
He does things?
Right?
He's awake.
well, speaking of
Stiff is good.
It is good.
Yeah.
it is staff.
Are there other things you would have preferred? Yes.
Like,
It's not a bad one, though.
this is true. Now, is that Soleras hitting all 3 of the chests?
Yes.
Yes.
That is all 3. So is Crystal Armor,
Charm Rod.
Charm Rod, and
and
Life
Life
Staff.
He
That's
did just get a dwarf axe, which is kind of hilarious and makes arguably Sid viable as an anchor.
yeah. And again, with the without the back row glitch on, it lets you still have Cecil in the back row where he can do cover if you keep him at low HP. Doesn't do great damage.
Dwarf is long range?
It is actually.
It is.
Because it's the only way you can back row Kane.
I should start playing this game.
Rex.
What's that like?
Rex didn't say this will be fun to watch.
Yeah.
X.
Although, I think, didn't Rex just put on charm arrows? Oh no, it's mute arrows. Sorry, I'm mixing them
Yeah,
up.
well,
Yeah.
Muters will get the job done.
He did find the I'm not sure if he bought it, but I know he found the element.
Oh, he does have an element. Yep.
Oh, he got 3 mute arrows.
So Asura, I'd like to introduce you to what happens when
Rosa's gonna call. We're gonna play a game called Assura Dies.
That's a fun game.
That is an adorable 1 point of damage. Do you have a heron robe on? Or a rune robe?
No, just samurai bow, I believe.
There's a piggy.
Okay, big shout out. This is probably one of my favorite flags the Cena earned. The fact that it was the piggies that are replacing all the characters.
Yeah.
There's a whole meta behind it. I don't know what it is.
I just like piggies.
Absolutely.
I just let bygones be bygones and fun.
I mean, that's a little bit of a reach. I mean, you seem like you want to grab out with that, but
All right.
All
I
right,
did see
hold on.
everything Rybon in the chat. I feel like the next fight, though, on Rex's side, without knowing what's coming.
question from chat from Pepita: are the commentators commentating IRL? Yes, as a matter of fact. We have an invasion of an American, so we got the other 3 Canadians together to come together and do the biggest meme that we possibly could think of, which was 4 of us in person for comms.
And not getting arrested.
I thought we were here to save the country.
What? I mean, we're doing a terrible job of it because she's still in it.
Yeah, they let me cross the border.
I was going to have a whole conversation about the piggies. But it's fine.
Let's
They
go
can hear
talk
me now.
piggies.
They can hear me now.
Welcome. Hey, there's the hook. But talk about the piggies.
Oh no,
Piggies.
just that we had a whole big like discussion about what NPC should be there for when you don't have when you expect that there's a character there. What should represent it? I can't remember if it was Zoe, if it was Board who decided on piggies. My suggestion was Hummingways, but then we're like piggies.
I kind of like that.
Piggies
I
though.
think the idea of piggies is slightly better because Hummingways, not that they're not awesome, we have them everywhere else. We have
This is
Guiding
true.
Way, we have the Hummingways, we have Naming Way still kicking around. Something different is always fun.
Who's not to say that could change in the future?
That's true.
Yeah.
I just like
Have,
I just like the
random sprites in
idea.
those spots.
I just like the idea of the
I think
Hummingways
it's-
because
Yeah.
it felt very like a send up to like DS FF4, where you have Naming Way who keeps changing their name, and you have to help them like with their new identities. But that was my thought. But that's okay. I welcome the piggies. I'm so happy that the piggies have been fully embraced by the community. It makes me really, really happy that whenever like we do something that's sort of like a silly thing, and then it ends up, getting a lot of like really good positive feedback. Anyway, I'll get back to like actually commentating and stuff.
Here we got Soleras diving the Baron's sewer. On his way to storm the castle.
Well, at some point, having that starting key item was going to be inevitably used, so, 23 minutes.
And, with more than enough power to get through at least the Viking spot and the Baron throne. We'll see about the Own throne, see if Soleras does take a peek at that at any point.
Man, I don't see any fault or any reason not to check it. Because you could just find, like, King Queen Evelyn there.
Yeah.
Or you could find, like, Evil Wall there. Either way.
And then you can find Evil Wall there later.
Yeah, exactly.
Alternatively, Vanilla Odin.
I mean, our runners would appreciate vanilla in this instance.
I know they would. I'm also 100% here for the possibility of a vanilla giant.
I mean, yeah. Yeah. But you can't touch the gauntlet. Actually, gauntlet's already somewhere else because we've already seen Fabul now.
It's true.
It's gotta be at Masa, though. That's the rule.
See.
I mean, very much same, because I do love when the music gets to go on for a long time. However, I'm a bigger fan. Everyone says Masa Gauntlet is rude. I've gotten through Masa Gauntlet. Crystal Sword Gauntlet, on the other hand, that is a level of violence that I was not prepared for.
I mean, look, if I'm willing to take a backup option, that's more than okay with me. As long as it's somewhere on the moon that isn't Murasame, I'm okay with it.
Oh, and we got a fairly kind fight here. We've got the officer soldier.
I didn't know 4 people could be king at the same time.
Have you not seen when the Gauntlet is here? How many people are there at that point? It's
Well-
like 16?
Well,
And only Senator Crocodile, is remotely edible.
All 4 of you get to be, royalty in our hearts.
Aww.
I mean, they are. I mean, in this case, the officers and the soldiers aren't exactly the best of royalty because they're kind of brittle,
Very true.
and the king runs away.
It's a fractal democracy at best.
So it's the king and his guards.
True, could be.
Because for those of you who remember the beginning, the vanilla version of this, it was technically the king, Baigan, and then 2 Baron guards that were pushing Cecil and Kane out. So it's just that, although the king is now a guard. A regular officer, as opposed
I mean, not anymore.
Oh yeah, he's gone now.
And so is apparently was the spray on the right because it's just an explosion by the looks of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like one of the random explosions when you have the bombs or the dust clouds in the multiple different parts of the game.
We also see on Rexbanner's side that we're going to get that pink tail checked. So we're going to see 1 key item come and 1 key item get used. Oh, there's that crystal ring. And a moon.
Moondale!
Woohoo! Key items not found.
Well, you're not going to find a key item with the pink tail. What you're hoping for is, something a little... well, the Moonveil can certainly be useful in certain circumstances, but you would prefer to have a little more firepower for your Cecil.
I don't know what it is about the Pinktail when you don't get adamant armors in the seeds. Moon Veils are like 50-50 with me, it seems, when it comes to that Pinktail. It's almost never weapons, it's like almost guaranteed Moon Veil.
Yeah, that's... You know what? Anecdotal or not, that sounds about right, because I know so many different moon veils that come from that. Hey, look, Riddy is useful now. We have a Leviathan, someone just hanging out in the chest.
Be great if you check the shop and there just happens to be one there, so you're just really thankful you looked at that chest.
Please let there be a Leviathan in the shop here. I'm okay with that.
Given the loot here, Rexbanner might check the rest of the chest as well here, looking for that Staleman chest, and another opportunity to get something.
This would... I mean, look, you do like drinking, but like, not with this party nearly as much.
Plus, most of them are underage, so...
Well, and that's not the drinks that Teller really likes to have. He likes ethers more than he likes wine.
Hmm. Well, we haven't seen the darkness crystal yet, so
Very true. Now here's the question: are we getting one white mage removed for another? Nope. Unfortunately, Scala gets to take a nap and do work behind the scenes, which Z does fantastic work doing so, by the way.
Scala deserves a break after the shenanigans that Z put together.
Again, look at the reactive image that Z put together for us.
I know.
4 of us. I have been loving that the second I saw it.
Ah, thank you.
Duh.
all right. So which one of us is us, though?
So in order, I'm pretty sure it's Asuka, you Radical, myself, and Haram.
Yep,
Perfect.
that's correct.
What was that line?
Yeah.
No, that's where Soleras is.
She means that she's the antlion
Oh.
in the boss. All right,
Fair.
all right. That's technically the fourth
That
player.
was clear. That was one of those. No, you know what? I get it.
I'm still counting it. And also, Soleras is going to count that Demus now that checking that.
And enjoy his pink tail with a.
You mean there's no Moon Veil? His 50-50 Moon Veil.
Rex now circling back to where Soleras has already been, and going after the Evelyn Casper chests. Will likely be probably as disappointed as Soleras.
I mean, you won't be disappointed in the life staff, but everything else should be like... anything else, maybe?
And out of curiosity, did Rex actually take a look at the hook boss?
The hook boss? No, he did not.
No, we haven't gotten that far.
No, it's just the 3 chests at the top. I'm not sure if the infirmary chests were checked at all here, and just check the shop.
Yeah, I imagine seeing the Hourglass 2s made Rex go, okay, I can go do those Evelyn chests now.
Yeah, Evelyn becomes really free. It's experience. You're down for it. And yeah, the big question is, I don't know, as I look free Lilith run instead of the Charm Rod. As runners, you kind of want an easier-ish hook route. As us, what do we want to see? We've already seen level of violence. What kind of more violence can we speak?
I mean, I don't want to see the
Evil Wall.
Yeah, I don't want to see the Evil Wall yet because it's a boss of the camp, but I guess if there's any exception, that's gonna be one of them.
DKC and the Oko?
Ooh,
Yeah.
no, I'm okay with it. It's like, here's your opening heal. By the way, I'll take 50% of your HP back. Thank you very much. Chad, what do you guys want to see from one of our bosses here? Well, we have Soleras and Rex kind of treading some old ground here. Again, yet another Sparkle. I still don't think we've seen the Waterfall boss.
I'm genuinely wondering if we have. I mean, it's possible we may have missed it, by catching memes on another screen, but if you've seen the miss?
Even J-Mac, our fantastic tracker, is saying we have no idea what the waterfall is. So it's yeah.
I think we're about to see it, though.
Well, then.
Yep, let's find out.
So if it has been seen, we'll certainly know now. Oh,
There's the cake.
that's not where you want them to be.
You know what?
That's where we want them to
them
be.
to be.
That's exactly.
Correct.
All right, Scala, keep up the good work. This is magic right now.
This is honestly shaping up as the recipient of multiple Scala hot dumpster seeds. This is shaping up to be a very much flashback of some of the ones that I've gone through, and this is This is exactly what we want to see when we have this level of shenanigans.
And think about it this way: we're only a half an hour in. There's still time.
So but wait, there's more.
Well, yeah, but you got to pay at least 4 different installments of $19.99 plus shipping and handling.
And if you tell a friend here, because word of mouth is important.
Yes, exactly.
Tell a friend. You can tell your friends here. Tell your friends to join the Discord if you want to get in on learning the free enterprise randomizer. We have a great community and we have a ton of people here willing to help you out if you have any questions about learning the ins and outs. We're here to help. We're a friendly bunch for the most part.
And we even have an entire league based on if you have next to no experience whatsoever. We have a fantastic scene creator in Oscar here who can show you some of the ins and outs and teach you how to go against some shenanigans of your own. And yeah,
Look, I just make flag sets and then point you to the really smart people.
And you do a great job of that.
Because it creates champions.
Oh, so yeah, there's already been two ZZ5 champions crowned, and both are Pink Puff alum. So the method.
Can we get a third? We've still got time.
we do have the possibility in the Blue Moon waxing for a third.
Waning.
Waiting for a third. So yeah, it just shows that the skills that you can pick up from there that are crafted, fantastically crafted sets, you can take as far as you want to go. Do you want to keep the super casual? Yeah, we have multiple different flag sets for that. We have a ladder that we can go and show you some, like say SMS, if you want to see what it's like to have power overwhelming and usually enough edges to throw everything at stuff. There's also, yeah, if you want to have as hard as you will. Would you like your characters to be permanently dead after every single fight when they're dead?
No, actually, but you can.
You can do that. I don't want to, but you might. Which is the great thing about this randomizer. Harder is easy as you'd like it to make, and it's a blast. These are just some of the more advanced, some of the higher tier versions of the flags, the 2 tournament styles that we have. So it's, if you think of it, this looks interesting, but this isn't your style, hey, we've got different speeds.
Yeah, it's great. Like, again, you mentioned the ladder. Obviously, there's 2 flag sets right now running on the ladder that are very beginner friendly because you have Supermarket Sweep where everything's free in shops, and you also have the Omnidextrous flag set where anybody can pick up anything. So it's a fantastic way to get into it too. And even whether you're playing them in ladder flag sets or just playing your own wacky versions of them, it's great ways to learn things because especially with these kind of flag sets, getting all of the items in front of you, you get to actually try things that you normally wouldn't.
Yeah, because you don't, if you see flags, it's like, oh, man, maybe I'll try that sometime, but if it's thrown in front of you, why not? Pick it up, go, have a good time.
But we'll see how much of a good time we're about to have because Soleras looks like to finally take a look at what we're going to see in Evelyn.
And find that Leviathan.
Right?
I'm still wondering if anyone's going to change their opinion on the radio, or if they're just like, nope, we're here now.
You see, Rex heading to Baron. I'm not sure how much of Baron he's done thus far.
I don't think Rex has done...
Definitely looks like. I don't know. Words are hard, yo.
I'm trying to remember. I don't know if Rex did the inn or not, but I'm pretty sure Rex hasn't done the castle.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I think Soleras is the only one that's done the castle. No, it's just a whole bunch of fun key items or fun non-key items that they're going to be getting before they have to face the music of this hook route.
It feels like there hasn't been any. There's been 4 so far, which, isn't nothing to shake a stick at, although, to be fair, 2 of them have not really come out to being anything that great, but...
And we have half of a possible really good item. Supersmith being on, meaning we have the possibility of...
Scrap.
Caliburn.
Scrap.
Caliburn.
Actually, I was really hoping for the Apollo harp.
Scrap.
Yeah. Loki harp?
For the character that's not in the party.
Yeah.
I would like to see Abel's lance.
Oh.
So we can hear Dathis cry on stream.
It is kind of the beauty
Tears
of...
of happiness.
It-
My
it-
boy.
It is kind of the beauty of Supersmith being on because Supersmith doesn't care who's in your party.
That is very true. That's actually a really interesting depth question. I wonder if we can have it weighted towards characters when it's not all theirs.
What's the fun in that?
It would be interesting if there was a Sea Hero. I don't know, does Sea Hero actually do it?
Yes.
See, it's not
Okay, so that's right.
only for them, yeah.
Those direct those questions to the devs that actually know what code is, please.
Yeah, still, wee woo.
So, about those holy swords you're looking for. Sorry, my guys, wrong seat.
Well,
Says-
there's still a chance.
Oh, wrong spot. Wrong spot.
Still funny. Still funny.
Oh yeah.
So, Evil Wall is TK's here.
Ooh, I mean, Cecil could do enough covering where it might be okay.
Ogo. What do you want to see?
I want to see Ogo because again, half of the health rate gone, but with Quake, nothing's gonna be too scary as long as.
Mylon Z?
Yeah, all right, that'll do.
You know what? You drive a hard bargain. But
Yeah. That might be the rudest thing you could find.
Mylon Z!
I don't think Mylon Z, because we're in Canada here.
Okay.
That bad.
Okay, listen here, eh? Go on.
No, it's Zed.
What are you about to complete it, Boo?
All right, y'all.
Don't make me go full Chicago accent.
Y'all are a bunch of hosers. Let's get back to this.
Great talk.
The whole point is, that's what happens when you have too many cooks in the kitchen sometimes. We can go, all right, who wants to jump back in?
Well, no, that's the downside about having 2 Canadians, American, and a half Canadian, half American.
That's Dathis for those who don't know the bit.
For those of you who would like to be enlightened, there's the joke going around that I've had that I am the most American Canadian that people know. So, Asuka, loving to run with jokes,
Yeah.
just calls me an American outright. There's nothing wrong with that. Wrong location, though.
Oh, Darth in chat going, Mylon Z, yes. Please don't tell me you say aluminium too.
No.
Okay.
You don't?
No.
Neither do I.
Yeah.
Who does?
That is New Zealand, Australia.
UK as well here.
Wait, I have a
Johnny
question.
Ives, Napoli used to talk about, chamfered aluminium.
On.
Yes,
I
Scala.
have a question. All right, what do you call it? The stickers that you would put on like a car. What do you call those?
Or sticker.
No,
Or
no.
decals.
Beckles.
Ah! Ah!
Okay. I'm so close with the Mylon Z!
I mean, yeah, you're technically not wrong.
You're a quarter
Correct.
You're a quarter correct.
I want to be the best kind of correct. I want to be actually correct.
Sorry. The whole
Is technically correct.
sorry. The whole decal decal thing is one of my favorite American Canadian things. As someone who has made
Never
final
heard it pronounced
decals.
decal.
It's
I haven't even.
Yeah, I don't know where the decal's coming from.
There was a Canadian YouTuber I used to watch that called me Deckles.
Okay, as a Canadian, that's also bugging me now.
All right. Have
Yeah,
fun
same.
talking about the actual race. For
It's
a
about
minute.
it's about the actual race that's going on. We have fought the elements. That is a required boss, mind you.
Yeah, our runners are happy.
Yeah.
I'm not here because that's that's effectively half the HP here if you just get through if you get through the first 3,000.
So the only real question is how bad is this?
Not that bad.
Hey, it's not that bad.
That hurts.
It'll hurt here, but
I mean, there's only gonna be one person alive.
Stairs in Cecil.
slash Cecil, depending on how you pronounce it.
Oh, we have that too.
Yeah, we're gonna get into that.
What are we gonna do? Soda
No,
and pop
we're
after
not.
this?
We're talking about the fight. Or I guess we're talking about justice because it's already over.
Yeah. It's not the only right. All 3 lefts are also all right.
How much damage does DKC do? Have, clean.
I think it's
I know
close.
it's tank. It's a heck of a spot.
It's closer to 8.
Yeah, it's definitely in the high hundreds.
But the thing is, it's also so.
That's the problem.
That's the danger.
Because that area is just high agility because he goes first to start the chat. So it's like, well, by the way, enjoy.
That would arguably, I don't know, what's a good way to put it? That'd probably be a pitfall for our runners. Come across that. A pitfall, you say?
I think that fell flat.
A pitfall, eh?
Look,
Don't try to fight each other in the room. The mic is here.
yeah, guys, please. Did not see who the boss spot was though, because of the shenanigans and the
Yeah.
glares of some memes. But it's
We got 41 minutes in. It's kind of comp? And
It is Mom Bomb, apparently.
Woo!
A lot of HP there.
It's a lot of HP anywhere, but there specifically, yeah.
We will tie you to the chair like Asuka tied Radical to the chair for the Quiet Man.
I feel like the amount of glares on Rumpy's side now. I think I've lost the count. I think the counter's exploded. I remember being at 6, and now it's gone.
At least my jokes aren't bombing yet.
This really is the mother of all restreams.
And it's never happening again.
Oh no. I hope you guys really enjoyed doing comms together, because I don't think that, like, we will try as leads to make this happen, but no admin's gonna allow this again.
This meme has dwarfed a decent amount of other memes, which is why we're going right to Dwarf Castle. Look, someone has to play the role of Baka Shinobi today. Ooh.
Nope.
So funny story. So if this was the elements, those red robes could have signified that it was the elements, but since we already fought the elements, this is gonna be the dimps. So 3 imps in a trench coat.
Which is really nice to see, which is, you're kind of okay seeing them here as opposed to somewhere on the moon. You don't want some free experience later on. So you're okay, it's like, you know what?
Our runners would like free experience.
I know they do. But again, this is a Scala scene. We don't want to see nice things for the runners.
Also,
The chat is also not helping Rumpy's case at all here, which I appreciate. What also these DMs though won't appreciate is that Quake spell, because that's actually I thought it was going to be a kill shot, but I guess the HP is a little bit higher here. But that Leviathan might solve that problem.
This is about 9k single target.
I think something like that.
I mean, whatever it is, it's gone.
My brain usually says this spot's 9k, second spot's like 4 or 5k, but I also am not a smart person, so I kind of guesstimate.
The second spot is a Excalibur yeet away from disappearing, essentially.
Good. Let's use that edge we don't have.
Sure. Hey, look, Evil Wall.
Aw, that's not elements.
Yeah, it's on the right side. But we do.
The streams don't really need an evil wall between. Here. Well, with how fast evil wall's going,
Yeah. Cecil's gonna keep anyone who gets hit, basically. And yeah, this is a very low physical attack spot. This is one of the spots where, hey, if it doesn't punch, we're gonna make it a high punch stat. Didn't affect, apparently.
You would basically just be trying to last before the crushes come in. That's really all you're looking to do.
Look, Final Fantasy IV is a highly crafted, or well-crafted video game, okay?
Coding is really hard, apparently.
Oh, that's why I don't do it.
Oh, same.
I don't think that's why any of us do it.
hey, I'm not the one who codes this.
So that puts us at
Not
3
that
bosses
type of
now. And we'll see what the Dwarf Castle gives us, while Rex is about to take on that DKC and get underground as well.
We'll say 3-4 minute difference between our 2 runners. That is easily overcome. We do know that going to Dwarf Castle is going to be a huge benefit for us since the evil wall is already there. This is the Red Moon, so the Warp Lich is, oh wow, 80 HP. Too many, or just enough. Warp Lich is not on, correct?
Correct.
So we don't get a free thing. We might have got, oh no, ooh,
That is a very nice key.
That's the next best thing to a free
Very
item.
spicy.
A lot of checks there.
I hate that dwarf so much.
Which dwarf? Oh,
The one that was blocking, yeah.
Isn't it great when you are really just wanting to check one shop and that dwarf fakes you out 5 times in a row and be like, nope, actually I need to go back. No, wait, no, I just need to go back. No, hang on, one more second. Okay, well, now we're good.
Or you
can't
flip
see.
back to the other side here, and then that dwarf blocks you.
yeah.
You can't see me shaking my head enough, but I'm shaking my head. Also, additionally, Soleras doing a little bit of extra cheeky looting, finding himself a silk web.
Yay! Alright, we did the thing.
Validated! We have a stack of crystal sword carrots. This makes me happy. So where to next? Fame Arch or activating Pan?
I would maybe consider the pan, but maybe, well, it looks like going to check more chests, possibly on Tomra.
Try and find some wee-woos.
But yeah, pan would be a very good idea.
Can we find some weavers?
Yeah, again, some sirens would be really nice if we could find them, aside from the one that we have. But yeah, you're kind of good for what you're looking for.
Sorry, brain wasn't braining there for a hot second.
There are times here we're spending a little extra money here because if we had a crystal sword, we could have bought 15.8 of them.
I'm not doing math. It's too.
It's with S quarter. This is important information because I sell crystal swords.
Also, hello, friend.
Hi, friends.
Hey!
Oh, jeez. Now we get off.
So now they can physically see the
Oh,
players, which is
We
great.
officially have our forge going on here now.
Yeah,
You're really adamant about holding this bed, aren't we?
I'm super happy.
I think I need to change the shirt for a referee shirt right now.
You really do, because you're in between the two. Look, no memes below the belts, and no dirty Ortal plays.
No, I did that already.
But I mean, selling a lot of items for money, I think that's definitely on the table on Rex's side, which is always one of my favorite things to do. Secretly, I love just walking out of a shop, starting with like 10,000 and then walking out with like 150,000.
You walk out with money?
Yes.
It's money. What's levels?
I have no idea.
It is exactly what Soleras is getting with cracking some eggs.
Yeah, and that the levels are going to be really necessary here when you're only getting half because you're only 5 key items out of 10 so far. So if you're going to be spending some time cracking 34,000 XP eggs, yeah, you're really looking for levels now.
And I mean, you have Quake on Palom.
Hi, Golbez.
I didn't see Golbez and who?
Golbez and Valvalis.
No, thank you.
Spice. Wait, which one?
Golbez is an the king.
Yeah.
No, thank you. I'm not yes to that light sword though.
The beams continue.
That's the closest we're gonna get to a holy sword this season. I'm fairly confident.
I mean, if you really want to, you can go to Sylph Cave and open traps if you're really desperate.
No, there's an adamant at the bottom of the Fame Arch, which Rexbanner's found, so we could find our holy sword there.
I'm still gonna say
Holy sword, I mean caliber, but
Oh! Yeah, Rex can officially show us the... Oh.
I'm really hoping for a non-character weapon.
Yeah, we need more memes. No, that's not it.
I mean, Soleras could show us too, but
Beast. Beast.
also I think my favorite part of these Feymark shops, this is build a basic paladin, light sword plus strength ring, and also Heron Row, which we saw Rexbanner kind of dawdle on for a little bit. Rose, the power couple doing your damage is not ideal, but you'll take it.
Yeah, true.
I also appreciate that the chat is also asking for Fiery Hammer, and also, yeah, that's true. But are you gonna go back for that? Actually, yeah,
Fiery Hammer? Absolutely.
you absolutely go.
And Crystal Sword, my dude.
Wait, here it is.
Here it is.
Scraps. Scrap.
And also, chat mentioning that also more traps. People should be going to fight the hair dryers as well.
There's that I mean, we can't, but I respect the idea.
Yeah, but
We also do technically have a RA1. I believe we have an RA1 Palom, so we could do.
Okay, let's do a funnier thing. What would be the worst scenario to have here out of the characters in your party?
I'm. You asked.
Yay!
Be delivered.
What's that?
but you can buy a star.
I mean, there was an edge sword.
There was an Artemis bow there if you really wanted to have, 2 different people be archers.
Stardust Run was the most disappointing thing here. I would have much rather had something else there.
So for those who don't know, what is the Seraphim Rod specifically? And I'm also staff, because specifically, I don't even remember what that thing really does. Because I'm trying to think, what are the stats to that one?
It's It's high up on your.
It's not a bad staff by any means here. Sorry, I'm actually going to
Rumfrey's doing the adulting thing.
because
And Soleras doing the gold bez.
yeah, I don't.
I'm here for this Golbez check. I don't know if we have any way of like playing life roulette to see who goes through, but no, this is a really ballsy play, and I'm here for it.
I mean, we saw the Ashura run already, so you know.
People fly at 114. I mean, little piggies and a piggy thing.
Well, because Golbez is so big, and we have the one piggy because of how big Cecil is. Just by the way the angle is, that's why everyone's so small.
I mean, other than that, I guess there's the whole thing that, you know, you can put veils up and whatnot, because with the way that the game tracks statuses, you essentially have some statuses that counteract the, I guess, what do you call it? I guess like a paralyze that he does.
Yeah.
There's a priority priority for each of the status effects here, and Size and Piggy here have a higher priority than Hold.
Can we appreciate that the swooned piggy is one of the cutest sprites in the game?
I just see bacon.
And clarify for Seraphim space, by the way, here that's Porum and Food that can put that here.
Ah,
So Porum.
Let Porum hit things!
Oh,
I mean,
cast heal when you use it as an item. So
that's a spell. In this game, that's the spell.
I mean, heal has very limited uses. Dispel is the one that's like extremely useless because it can be reflected, and you only want to use it to remove reflect.
Yeah, I think in the vanilla, heal would usually has a lot more purposing, but here, considering most things you're kind of routing around, that you don't really end up walking with status effects very often.
Poison walk?
No, we keep that.
I know we do.
Like, you don't need heal for that.
yeah, you're saying like what can potentially make the gold best spot tricky at this location. Our character should be like we do have the Rydia being able to cast Leviathan. Palom has I think fire 3. So you get some damage that way here, but Golbez's magic isn't high enough here to do significant damage to himself. So this will take a little time regardless.
Yeah, it is lucky though that those two specifically survive, because those are probably going to be two of the better damage hits in this anyway.
And that early Siren grind here was beneficial because with that level 3 here does make grinding through the damage here a little faster.
Yeah.
Fire 3 is hitting for like 7-8k here.
Golbez, oddly enough, being cooperative and still hitting all the reflects anyway, even with these extra 2 characters to go after, so... And there it is.
There we go. Very, very solid work by Soleras.
That is textbook right there.
Yep. Well, we still hear that Golbez here doesn't know the order alphabet equals W and then Y here, without forgetting the X in between.
Well, not just that, Soleras was able to get up his other 2 characters.
So, you're here for the objective, you're not here for the key item. I mean, I'm here for both.
I suppose you could try the Valve if you want to.
Well, you're here for the key item here, you're just going to watch the valve. Because that's where Darkness Crystal's going to be.
Soleras, though, is going, no, actually, I'm going to come back later, unless if I have to.
That'll be the last thing Soleras probably checks.
Yeah, probably. I don't think that Val is going to get a lot of time.
So there's your Darkness Crystal, by the way.
That would be amazing.
I have seen that situation before. It's hilarious every time.
Now, we have a lot of things that can be checked at this point. I mean, if the pan unlocks anything, so there may be some extra work to be done. We haven't even seen a top tower check if you want to be cheeky.
I mean, at this point, you really do literally everything else you can before you will ever touch that Val Valid.
Oh, yeah.
The panel will probably unlock like something like the spoon, the cabin, and the wizard.
I'm just realizing it too. It would have been really funny if the Supersmith was able, Lance. Just to really sink it in, like, hey, bet you wish you had a cane right now.
Yeah, the second best character, or best depending on who you want to talk to.
Well, I mean, with that Val sitting there, it would definitely be the best character to have.
Absolutely.
I think the closest thing you're going to get to a cane here are the staves. The staves.
Fair.
How much of an annoyance is that fight without Kane at that spot? With Cecil.
I would have to.
I mean, I imagine if you have a crystal sword, maybe you can get past it and land some hits.
I think the light sword with the +3 to strength might just be enough as a multiplier you need. People who can do math better than any of us here because I didn't take math past high school, please help us out.
Ooh, we can see the pan check on Rex's side, and that is gonna be...
I stole some?
We got 3 chances, so we'll see.
Hey, life staff.
Another life staff.
So we have we have run the gambit of the staves aside from a lunar one. We have silence, seraphim, and life.
I mean, we can't get the Nirvana staff.
True. I mean, the ones we can get.
Well, have we seen a staff in the chest yet?
Well, Foremorty came equipped with a staff to start, though.
That's not the point. It needs to be in a chest.
Oh, you're not going to find that here unless you have teacher.
Well, that's just disappointing.
Yeah, no, that's fair. T-Junk is always an entertaining one. Also, Rex doing what everybody else does and most people approve of, the swapping of the airships. Because this is free Enterprise, not free Falcon. Wait. Someone play Freebird real quick.
No.
Yeah, I don't get a glare for that one, really?
Why are you trying to get my stream muted?
Yeah, Daphis.
There, you got a verbal glare. Does that count?
I mean, I thought it was fine. The only sign that I've ever seen is no stairway.
I mean,
Denied.
on any sign that I saw, they definitely opened up my eyes.
I think it's great that the camera's on now for this.
You literally dead.
I don't know what the counter is at anymore, but I know.
And her crystals. Sheila having some goods on her.
Alright, I guess the fun's over.
If there's any benefit here to this, any good news here is that we're approaching a point here where it's unlikely that the twin harp will be required, and then everyone is happy.
Actually, so technically the twin harp could still be required.
It's never required.
I disagree with you, but let's continue on. It could be required in the sense that it has one boss and then another key item that gates another boss, therefore meaning it could be...
Yeah, like a super cannon leading into Seal Cave at this point, which is all that's really left, or even a package.
You're making stuff as you go along, man.
Welcome to my
Yeah,
life.
exactly. Yeah, have you not seen me commentate? That's literally my thing.
You're not seeing me play any game.
Look, I just work here.
Quite literally, actually.
And immediately we're going to see first check as Rex goes to Toroya, but I believe we're going to get a certain game.
Oh, it's everybody's favorite. Speaking of memes that are done by this group.
No one's dead.
I mean, I'm still working on the second.
It's the Masamune. We've got some.
The lunar stash.
Hey, there it is.
We got them all now.
2 charm marks.
That was a treasury.
Great! That's treasury!
For sure. I'm not sure if there's anything to say.
That was a what am I going to do with this out of 10?
These would have been helpful 20 minutes ago at a 10.
This was a Scala pardon out of 10.
100% actually. Again, nothing super useful at this point. The Gaia drum would have been very nice earlier on.
Curio said it nicely. Maybe combined it's enough money for a Stardust product.
I mean, you saw the lunar staff, you're basically most of the way there.
There was a
Yeah,
Masamune in there
see
too.
that.
He's easily with it.
Tip my hat.
Look, I stand corrected. I said earlier that the fun was over. No, it wasn't. I just didn't realize that was a possibility. I figured there'd at least be one decent thing in there.
Yes, please. Yeah, this is gone. Hurry up. Oh, vanilla.
Oh, vanilla! Take it in the...
So we're seeing some pretty decent versions. Here we have Soleras going up, towers up, and Rexbanner launching the lunar whale.
Wonder if he's keeping it for possibility, again, with this being Oops All Mages, that lovely slingshot of the level 1 Rydia we have there, and then keeping Tella as the anchor, which it very much looks like.
No.
I mean, now with the CPU, Soleras is now going into, I'm just going to face check mode potentially soon.
Yeah?
Because, if let's say the Earth Crystal does give you something else. Let a tower key, especially a tower key, because then you have 2 balls to check in the tower. Oh yeah, Mom Bomb was 1.
With CPU here in this spot, that's making this Tower of Zot not much of a hard drive.
That was stretching it a bit.
I think at this point, though, that we're gonna have to start stretching for puns eventually.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Well, that's Rexbanner. So, this is one of the few ways that a lot of people might know. So, there was a time back when we had a tournament where there was can't run on, where you cannot run from fights. When you're trying to find your specific grinds in, the Giant, you don't want to do those fights with, level 5 characters. So some very smart people in the community, Twisted Flax and Simbu, made a step chart where you could, instead of doing your stuff inside the Giant, you can prep outside of the Giant. You have one of 3 rooms you can go into to find either your Mac Giants or your D Machines to fight and gain a whole bunch of experience without having to worry for running from scary things.
Side note, I'm expecting Gauntlet right here.
Ooh, Ghost Pig.
Oh, we always knew it was going to be Ghost Pig because we knew where Evil was.
Yeah, Ghost Pig works with Evil. I'm here.
I know, but I've never seen Ghost Pig before. I love it.
You know what? I don't think I have either. I kept
People
hearing.
talk about the colors, don't they? The piggy colors.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's part of the whole piggy man. And look, Ghost Pig has now white ears. He has become a real boy. Wait, was that Casper the Friendly Pig?
I mean, I'm okay with that.
Do you not remember the movie from like '99?
I don't remember the meat of the story.
So now the question becomes, is this going to make us really face check the moon, or are we just going to sort of face check the moon? We're going to sort of.
Face check the moon.
Also, Rex is getting ready to do that D Machine grind, so I was about to check the giant. I'm like, wait, nope, that's not what we're here for.
Well, you do want to take a peek at least at who the element spot is.
That's gonna be after the grind because he set up outside, unfortunately.
Are you not going to appease Chat and JMac with the dudes?
No, because that one because with
Thank
I'm not
you.
copyright infringing. That's not my thing.
I mean, there was no duding to be had there because Quake and and Kilt.
So the dude, it's the slow sound from Pale Jam.
Everybody's got a gimmick. J-Max is the Paladin. Do 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 do.
I'm against it as a memer.
Spoon!
I would be very much okay with that.
Nope, it's that. I had the tower key. Perfect. Nice.
Yeah, if you're Soleras here, do you chase that tower key at this point? I think you do.
The fact that he has both Earth Crystal and Darkness Crystal, I would chase it. Assuming that you think.
If J-Max do so and can handle that much glory without really getting slower.
Why am I getting blamed here for unplugging the PC?
I don't know, what did you do?
I think we're back. We're alive.
We are back as a matter of fact.
The camera's gone though, because the Canadian special secret force that we don't speak about because they totally exist have told us that we can't have this here, so we'll just be back to audio as we look through. I mean,
the owner also wanted to make sure that
Deathus, can you.
That's nothing under my control.
yeah.
Oh, yeah. So I'm watching. So Octoman is currently the boss right now.
Yeah, Oscar, tell us what's happening.
Free boss in that spot.
There it is.
I the prepared one. Y'all.
And away.
Hi. You don't.
Prepared here. I was looking over.
But the super cannon is done, so we'll see where that leads while Rex continues on the illustrious of Rydia grinds here.
Yeah, presumably here Soleras did not find what he was looking for at the Old Throne.
Would have been really interesting to see what boss was there, though. It's the fact of what we have out of the pools. That's the more interesting one. So we know what we can still.
Oh man, if it was a gauntlet, I'm gonna be so sad.
Well, Gauntlet would be required.
Yeah.
Oh wait, that's true.
And
Never mind.
he'd be taking the gauntlet at that point if it was Water Hag. But the reset was really quick, and he's underground now. And I think it was just something he'd seen, so it wouldn't have been a Blue Road. or
Yeah,
something
it probably
obvious.
would have been something just completely.
I'm just Magus Sisters.
That sounds like fun.
Magus Sisters there is actually fun. Again, this is just a lot of HP. So you're
Yeah, this isn't fun.
So grab yourselves some popcorn, guys, because we're about to get through a little bit of HP.
We're pretty much out of popcorn.
I know. I need to get more.
Look, I can only make this trip so often.
I'm talking about making popcorn here too.
I mean, we didn't specify which kind of
I
popcorn.
said I need to get some.
But otherwise, this mob bomb is not really going to give you a lot of problems. It's just going to take a while.
It was an extra 4,000? Or is it does the extra HP scale?
Also, shoutouts to Woodbear for checking Soleras' VOD. Baron Basement was Bogo Pogo.
Aww.
That not being somewhere else is very unfortunate.
Would you say we don't get to see our Canadian content?
In every way possible right now.
Well, to be fair, there was Canadian content on here earlier and it brought down the entire stream.
Yeah, the memes were too powerful. Again, it's unfortunate, but we'll make do with slightly less memery.
Now, to be fair, for those who don't know, when it comes to Canadian content on like the airwaves, we might have had the correct amount of time on camera on the stream that might actually be the percentage that's required for CanCon here.
That is true, actually.
Because what is this? I think it's 30% on radio waves here, like
It's about
Canadian.
It's about 29%.
So yeah, it might have actually hit the quota.
That is very true. So what? An hour into the seed, we were on face for about what, 30-ish minutes?
Something like that. It might actually pay off.
But
Oh, there's our audio arrows.
Yeah.
and a finished grind too.
18 levels on the Palom. That should be more than enough. If not, there's still other bosses to fight.
I
20
want to
levels
see.
on the Iridium, that'll be
I
plenty.
want to see Antlion right now. No.
Antlion did all-
Antlion all Gauntlet.
Yeah, you've heard a first grind. How about second grind?
No, I want Gauntlet into Antlion.
I mean, you know, it would be a good thing
'Cause-
too
'cause
for
I
on a
mean-
race perspective, because that would mean Rex has, you know, it's caught up. Solaris may choose to go for the moon first. So if Giant's holding two bosses back, that's a very interesting.
All Gauntlet into Antlion or Antlion to all Gauntlet, either way, it means that Twin Harp's not required.
I mean, we don't know that yet. There may be a boss behind it, but you know, if it's not fully required.
Well, we know where 5 of the bosses are here, so Antlion Gauntlet will be 6 and 7.
Yeah, so there's always the possibility that, you know, the 8th one's there, but I guess we would never see it, which is a shame. I really hope Twin Harp comes out of this now, just for that fun. It probably won't get used, but
But Sliver's committing to the overworld bit or the Earth bit.
yeah, that's true.
Because again, if you're 5 out of 7, you find one boss at Twin Harp, and then you can just face check. You're checking that. 100% gonna go check that.
So what you're saying is Luca Key into Twin Harp into package.
Can we have that? I would be very happy with that.
Oh wait.
No,
It's actually playing, yeah.
no,
It's the only one we haven't seen.
no.
That is a lot of nope, actually.
But Rex is saying yes. There's no reset here. Rex is going to.
I'll stand corrected. It also could be Luca Key into Twin Harp into Rat Tail into package, just for the extra step.
No, that's fair. Also, again, yeah, this is how much HP?
A lot.
65,000, probably.
Also, side note, just realizing it, we haven't found the pass either.
No, we haven't actually. Pass is always on the moon though. Almost always.
What if it's behind Twin Harp?
I'd be okay with that.
Let's see that. But we're also just doing the 8 grind here. So there's, with that Luke key, does have 10 key items. So,
And now we're gonna get that 68k.
yes. So now the plan is get the Black Mages up the nuke.
As a side to Rex's plan, which is, Tella, you're alive now. I'm alive! Now you're not. No!
Yeah, this is not unheard of. You don't have your berserkers, so they can't handle the jamming of the queue. You've got Rosa and you've got Cecil. They're doing okay, but you're not doing enough. You're gonna have to keep knocking people down, picking them back up to reset.
The timer's getting awful close.
Say, or Rexbanner can just say, "Nah, we got this."
Oh, he's going the Berserker agility.
Yeah, like I said, if his inputs are fast enough, he may be able to jam the queue. So,
Plus nuke and virus.
yeah, instant cast, right? So, might as well be berserking.
We'll certainly see. We'll see if people keep staying up here. So far, so good.
I was gonna say, we're again a few levels short on the Palom because I think he got to Fatal, so he's 4 levels away?
Well, you're gonna probably get those levels by the time you finish this giant and complete it. So
absolutely, but it's he's putting out 3K versus Riddick who's putting out 9K.
yeah, a little more, I guess.
And there's a little bit of damage difference.
I mean, we're still going, so
Yeah.
so far it's working. But if the MP runs out, that might change it.
I think that the amount of MP that they got after levels and everything, you're kind of good battery-wise. If you're running out, this is when you now just hold A, but there's a crumble. You can say goodbye to your least favorite boss in the entire day.
I just like how it takes a little bit longer to develop because of the shadow on the ground.
Yep.
Again, like we were saying, like this is semifinals here. We're seeing some fantastic runners on display here in Rexbanner and Soleras, so we're just seeing textbook boss fights.
High level play. Text level and
Yeah.
Again, yeah, big shout out to Soleras and Rexbanner for being able to put this run specifically to the game 3. Give them a big some follow shout outs. They are really, really well known runners and just talented as we can see from them demonstrating it here. So watch them play, learn, and you can see just some of the greatness they can do.
Now, what were we about to see? Rexbanner will soon see here whether his gamble here to take the play fight pays off here. Demus is already off the table here, so like it can't be a key item here. A Demus guarding key item here that would gate one of your boss objectives here. This has to be, for Reckless' sake, here has to be either the Bull, the All Gauntlets, Antlion, or that Omen.
I mean, at this point, with not finding a boss in the element spot, you really don't want this to be for Bull Gauntlet. Just on a time basis at this point, you want one of the other ones that you can finish faster.
So the only one I wouldn't want to see here that could be kind of questionable. I don't know how much the Zenitsuken's going to do, but you do not want to see Odin because he's going to hit like a Mack truck. Stetzel's going to be okay.
And no one else will be.
No, it doesn't matter how many levels you have if he can bonk you for the entirety of your HP bar.
And as we guessed correctly too, Soleras is going to be finishing up all the checks around here on the overworld, so we'll see what Seal Cave happens to pop in.
I miss door grinds.
I don't.
I do. I'm here with the cheeky
And
check. Well, that is a very much unrequired giant. And not one you're happy to see the bosses that are there either.
I mean, you're probably okay with just, getting a little bit of that extra grind in, but also at the same time, that's a lot of time.
Mm-hmm.
And it now really puts things into a much more interesting place even if Luca is a Zonk as well, even if Seal Cave is a Zonk, if Soleras just goes to the moon first, still has quite the advantage here.
Yeah, I suspect here Rex is going to go direct to the moon after this. If you're not going to go if you're fading the Earth Crystal here, you're probably committed to that fate at this point. If you went Giant first, and going through both of the Giant fights.
Yeah, well, at least with the Dark Elf fight, it wasn't going to take too long. Ah, there's the spoon.
Yay.
It's not a twin harp, I'm sad.
But it is, yeah.
Spoon.
A spoon that is not usable.
No.
But is the boss usable? That's the important question here.
Gauntlet.
That is.
It is not.
Gauntlet.
It is a character that you can associate with a gauntlet.
Yeah.
That's about as far as it goes.
And so, although the Earth Crystal did pay off here, the rest of the chain, aside from getting your 10 key items here, not so much. So, balance of time, does it even out?
It's going to depend on what Rex does afterwards. If he continues to do, if he goes and face checks the moon, goes and looks on the moon for bosses because he's still missing both that CPU and Golbez.
Rex does have knowledge of the Go Best.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Both know that because he's going right down there to take care of it. The interesting thing is with him fading that Earth Crystal, if, say, one of the items on the moon is Package or Twin Harp, and Rex decides he wants to check Zot 1 for a cheeky thing and just say, hey, let's go there first, there is the possibility that we have that. It's just like, oh, face check, well, there's my last boss, so doing the full Zot doesn't hurt him?
Yeah, it's certainly going to be interesting now. Like, Soleras, whether he goes to Giant or Moon is going to determine how much time, if Rex has any right now, with how the seed could go. There's still a lot of time left here.
And with Rex going down to the Fame March here, we'll take on the Gomez here. We'll probably take on the Val as well at this point.
Well, Soleras is going to Giant right now, so we'll see if, after seeing the Plague, if he continues on with it, knowing that he only has to find 2 more, or if he just gets, you know what, if it's not going to be 2 in the Giant, I'll just go face check the Moon at this point.
Yeah, I suspect it's just the Plague here for the first spot here, because you know, if you don't have 2 required bosses here, the second, the CPU spot here, mathematically is a tech required here. You have the other checks available to you. You still might chance it here with Plague here, because it's, even though it's annoying here, it's still a relatively easier fight than what else could be there. But I would be surprised if I didn't see a reset after Dark Elf.
Yeah, also calling for some different gauntlets. We've seen Massa Gauntlet, especially in this best of 3 apparently. So we gotta find it somewhere else, and I kind of agree.
I mean, I'm at the point that I think it's yeah. I was just gonna say it's gonna be a package, honestly.
I'm okay with that. You want to see it in like the silly locations where you're just like, really, every once in a while.
Well, I mean, it packaged in this case might not be a silly location given how buried it's been.
True. Also, from our tracker, Twin Harp leading into the 8th boss. Yeah.
No.
Well, it looks like Soleras is going to commit to checking Giant too, because didn't know better that seeing that sparkle. So.
Artie Cecil just says, hey, where's the ability for them Bacchus wines? Although I wonder if he's still wearing the crystal armor.
That's a good question. I actually do not know the answer.
Also, the big unfortunate difference between Soleras' and Rex's fight, we have no nuke caster.
I thought I saw it.
Palom? Okay, so Palom has it, and Rydia's casting, I think Virus was her top spell, so...
Yeah, we do have a nuke.
Yeah. Which is doing similar levels of damage.
Yeah, like this fight, Free doesn't have to fear this fight will get Rydia close to it, not actually. So, yeah, may still save here, just to keep the experience from the first fight here.
Yeah, Sessa, on the other hand, is getting to do more than the Light Sword was doing. I think, between like 1300 and 1600, I'd say that's a fair bit of difference.
Just a little bit of damage. Levels helps out.
So there we see on Rex's side, there's the Golbez down. The Silence Staff is in hand. And we are getting the heck out of there.
So I did not take the balance.
So the only thing Val is going to do is give you a one of the 2 gated bosses left, or a magma key, 3 gating key items left, or your magma key, pass, or sand ruby. You're kind of not incentivized to do that fight. If we didn't have Darkness Crystal, I'd be very tempted. But Val, very, very unlikely, again, unless it's literally Rat Tail into Twin Harp into Package with everything else on the moon, really unlikely. Also, Soleras, kind of blink and you miss it. That Plague's gone.
Yeah, and I mean, we'll see him reset after noticing that Dark Elf isn't going to be useful at all. And now it's going to be really interesting because we are likely going to have 2 runners on the moon, and we'll see if they take different paths to checking this moon out, because you know that at least one of these bosses have to be here if it's not more than that.
So there's, of note here, Rydia did learn nuke from that fight here, but did not save going up to this fight. So if Soleras does reset here, you'll need to get the level. Yep, and it's reset here, so...
I mean, you're getting the double XP, you'll get that nuke back soon.
Yeah, presumably somewhere on the
momentarily.
So we're seeing Rex start out with K value, and we'll see where Soleras decides to go in that instance.
If you're Rex, are you in full face check mode yet, or are you still going to be fighting everything?
That's an interesting question, just with what's left. I mean, it is very possible that there is only one boss here, and the other two items are gating the other two bosses in Twin Harp and Package at this point. It is possible.
But
It's not anymore.
not improbable.
I mean, with that antlion, now we know there's only... Oh, wait, no, Matt, no, it's still possible.
Antline's not having Antline's not sharing combinations on the moon today. He's got his own place in K value.
It's definitely still possible. Although the odds are getting lower and lower because we still got 5 more checks.
Yep, 5 checks before we're down to the 2 least ones that we love seeing where things are.
It would be very interesting to see Antlion drop one of the Twin Harbor package here too.
Oh, absolutely.
I don't think either of our runners are going to be checking them anytime soon, but it would be very fun to just have that in the back of their mind now. Especially Soleras, because 1 check is left.
Yeah, this is, I think, full face check mode now.
Yeah, definitely full face check.
I think even for Rex, it kind of has to be at this point, just in the basis of time and thinking like where your opponent might be.
Agreed. Also, Antline doing everybody a service and putting the Tellas both down, so it's like, we could wires the Tella. Wait, never mind, he took care of it for us.
And given the the bosses that would be left here, like this is definitely advanced Soleras at this point here, because only one of Odin or the gauntlets here would need to be found on the moon here for the moon to pay off here, whereas Rexbanner, having not checked so if doing the face check is quite committed here to finding both here, both on the moon here would be bad.
Yeah, like if you say that all of them are on the moon now, that guarantees that Rex has to do the gauntlet. Whereas depending on the order, Soleras may only have to do an Odin.
And only has to do one.
That's not a package. It's just there's that's like something that sits in a package.
I have one of those in my fridge.
There are no doctors in this. Well, no doctors in K value.
All that matters is we knew Antlion's on the moon. The meme is good.
This is the first time I've seen Antline on the moon in a long time since I really started hearing about the memes, so...
Yeah, Antlion seems to like... I found on my side, Antlion likes being like part the way through the moon. Likes being in like the tower or something.
Likes to like some frequent flyer miles, I guess. So with Soleras here, without a pass, probably gonna see top down.
Yeah, at this point, Soleras has the heavy advantage. 1 check away. Even if they go different directions and Soleras is the one that finds the All Gauntlet, I'd still say Soleras has got quite a bit of room here to work with.
A little bit. I don't know if you reset out of it. I guess because there's still 2 other gating left.
It depends on how many checks you have left. If you are, say, in White Spear and you find it, you maybe check Ribbon and Masa just to see, but...
Like, I'm talking about, you see it literally right here.
Yeah, that's the interesting location.
I would probably end up taking it. Nope.
Nope. Thank you. Instead, I guess we're going down.
Yep.
So we're down to 4.
So 26 minutes versus... Oh, and Rexbanner never set out yet. So they are the runners... The divergence we had, 1 boss check difference, really? 2 boss checks difference. We're about 10 seconds apart.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, unless both Alt Gauntlet and Odin... If the only saving grace for Rexbanner would be that Alt Gauntlet and Odin are here, and Odin has the pass... And Alt Gauntlet has the pass, and Odin is found first.
I think Rexbanner's best chance is Twin Harp into package.
Honestly, yeah. But then that would require them also to do all the bosses, which you could still see Soleras. This is
Yeah, pass isn't as much of an advantage here because you're already on the move. So you're not wouldn't say.
Yeah, it's only really advantage if your opponent wipes who doesn't.
And I don't see either of the with the caliber of these runners here. I don't see either of them wiping to either an Odin or a Velma.
But we shall see. There is certainly time to go here.
Yeah, there's still, honestly, we are an hour and 27 minutes in. There's still a lot of raids that could be happening. We've seen these seeds hit up to near the 2-ish hour mark, so.
I've rolled some of them.
Yeah.
I had my name cursed by a very, very good pair of runners on one.
I don't think you've really done your job as a restreamer if you don't get cursed at least once for what you roll.
Yeah. My first time was back in table salts. That was... It went from, oh, the seed that gave you everything you wanted to... everybody didn't like me after...
Alright, let's see.
The tournament was still going on, obviously.
No, that was Football Gauntlet.
Alright, let's go from Rex. If Soleras finds something here at Crystal, this is gonna be trouble.
I'm 100% here for the divergence, too. Like, we're getting so many different checks.
Oh,
Hey, there's the Magus Sisters. We're still missing
Well-
those Ogopogos.
that is both good for Rex, but much better for Slick.
Yeah.
So,
So all Gauntlet.
I mean, I'm still kind of assuming it's a package at this point,
Yeah.
but there's still a chance.
check it, please.
I mean, Rex is going to have to.
Unless
Yeah,
Gauntlet's next door.
Oh boy.
Check all of the spots, please.
well, we got Sandy Cindy next door, so that's not going to be it.
Yeah, no, we're gonna have to see a Masa check from Rex's side. Solaris is gonna be just nope. Solaris is gonna nope right past that.
Next door.
That was it. Yeah, this is going to be. I'm sorry, Odin. You may have a whole bunch of HP, but nothing's happening. Solaris recognizing that, yeah, you're about to find one of your required bosses, maybe, or something very unfortunate.
Yeah, the odds would have been so slim to see Twin Harp and Package High Class too.
Like Holy Swords here too.
Oh, inventory boss just for. Oh, well, there's the harp.
And there's your Twin Harp. Okay, so if something's behind that harp, that's 100% hard required.
I mean, it won't
can't be hard.
It won't be hard required now, but
Well, that spot hard required is what I meant.
Well, just objective, but it's not hard required.
Yeah. Words.
Yeah. And then, yeah, Kit has all of his spells, a little bit of reorganizing here. Here's the question. If this boss is upcoming is not required, do you chase the heart? Do you save
If you're banner, absolutely.
Yeah.
well, you haven't done Zot yet, I don't think. So you'll get that CPU.
You think he'd check Zot before he does heart?
No, I think you're committed to this point at least. They didn't Earth Crystal. You'll circle back to Earth Crystal here after you.
If you're watching, you want the harp commit.
Oh, absolutely we want to see harp. Because you want to see harp into Earth Crystal.
I do kind of want to see the gauntlet though. So.
Wrong blue robe.
Boo!
Now,
Get off the altar!
now we see.
Rexbanner's going to check the crystal sword off because he has not done so. Yeah.
But at this point now, it's really a matter of do you check Zod or do you check Twin Harp? And if you're Soleras, you don't care because you're going straight to Z.
Safety save
Okay.
and Nyon down to Zeb. See, even we say it wrong. every
I'm a
once in
bad
while.
Canadian, I can't help it.
And yet I'm called the most American Canadian.
Yeah.
Yeah.
First of all,
Well, first of all, there are some flags popping up in chat.
Who wants to explain the Z flags?
why are you guys looking at me?
I don't know, because it's fun. Fine, I'll do it. So, because Zeromus is kind of one of those fights that, you could put in the randomizer and shuffle around. It would be a bad idea. It'd be funny, but it would be a bad idea So instead, we keep Zeromus at their normal place, and instead we randomize the sprite you can see. It can be something from, Super Mario RPG, since, Dad is likes calling us Super Mario RPG memes. It could be a couple of corgis, as I know Oscar would be very happy to. I don't know if there's a harp sprite. I'm assuming there's like at least 10 of them.
0 word. Yeah.
So, that's always a thing. All that's important to me is, it having a hat, but there is a more important question. Oscar, do the thing.
Something, but.
That was not enough.
No, that was exactly enough.
No, I think
for the level of memery, and we've shut down the stream, we don't need to add to it with all the other different questions. Something this time
Okay,
only.
look.
will the bot give us underground
There's
access?
so many unnecessary questions that are asked these days. So I summarize them into something, but.
Which is very accurate.
Because we gotta ask the question, whose butt are we gonna kick tonight? I do like the chat, though, by pointing out since Skull has been a part of these memes, it should be a Sephiroth.
Or an Odio.
Odio, that'd be like the second time we've seen Odio in the tournament. I think we saw it sometime.
Is it possible to have poison stairs as the set sprite?
There's so many good combinations, but we shall see what the crystal reveals for us.
Potato would be fantastic, actually.
There's a harp!
So it has a harp. We have a mandatory harp check.
I'm out.
The actual final boss is our lovely siren bot that lets us do all these fantastic races.
The only thing that can make this better is if Harp has the gauntlet now.
So, wasn't this sprite, and Scholar can correct me if I'm wrong, this was a sprite that was originally made for a tournament that didn't get to the match that it was supposed to debut on. I think this was like a Game 5 sprite, and then was revealed later or something.
No, I think we got to Siren. My memory's bad on this. I mean, but it is indeed supposed to be the bot Siren. The sprite though is from Brave Exvius, so it's the Brave Exvius version of Siren, which is also where we take Siren's avatar from, because we thought that was one of the cutest ones, and I had to work very hard to get this to work with Sinez.
And also, to answer a question in the chat, can we get harp music? Yes, we can, because Rex is going to check Cave Magnets.
Gauntlet!
I mean, it's a 50-50 chance at this point.
Wait.
Either way, it's funny.
Wait,
It's funny.
Two checks. Both of the ones that.
One of them is going. One of your favorite checks is gauntlets. It's either this one or the package that we're probably never actually. Well, Harp is going to lead to package at this. Oh no, it's going to lead to Rat Tail at least.
There's a couple of other. We haven't checked all the bosses on the moon. They face checked and left them.
Oh, that's true.
But I do hope it is Twin Harp in the package.
I do hope that it's just Gauntlet here because, man, that would mean Rex has to go all the way back to the moon to check all this stuff. I guess you could slide.
Rex is here, Crystal.
Yeah, you would just give up and go to Sot then.
I really, really want them to tell us after the seed, hey, go find these. Tell us, is it the package? But yeah, this is your basic reflex grab. We're not gonna see the latter half of Siren's HP, especially with some quad 9s. This is gonna be as I say it now, a fight that is over extremely quickly. Yeah. Soleras pulling out a win. We're gonna get the official race bot time up in just a moment, but that does push him towards your full winner. While we have, we'll get him in for an interview possibly while we have music playing.
Are we allowed to talk over music?
No.
No.
Aw, not if I do this.
many streamers does it take to turn off the mute button on a microphone? Apparently 2 and a raffle. So 2.5.
I said push the button. I'm on the opposite side.
Well, it's okay, because now we have a very good player of Free Enterprise to speak to. Hi,
Oh,
Soleras!
hi. I suppose that's me. Hi. Wait, her arm's
GG's,
dancing.
how did that seed feel?
um, actually, it was pretty fun. I've realized throughout the entirety of this tourney, I'm on record of saying I hate Cecil seeds, but actually, these are the seeds that are the most pinched on resources, and I find that really fun. No early darkness, so no immediate grind on the table. I prefer the low-level Zerkers. I just find that a little more fun. That might have been like a little cooler, but like the tools were there to make the seed work, and it took some effort, took some work, and yeah, it was fun.
I mean, the most effort that I think we saw was right at the start there, taking that Ashura fight really early.
Yeah.
Ordeals in general was actually quite impressive.
And there was definitely a moment I was watching you take ordeals, and we saw Ashura like, no, that's a reset. No, he's going for it.
Yeah, as I was in there, I was like, oh wow, I'm consigned to this, aren't I? This is gonna take me actually forever. Okay, well, anyways. I wasn't gonna do it. I was just gonna pick up characters and then, like, I don't know, run to Eblin or something, but then Porm was early, right? And then I got exactly a black sword and a pal, and I was like, heck it, we're going. The most awkward thing about it is that no camping gear, so I had to like really manage the MP of my party. And then I rolled Comet against Ashura and was like, no! And I had no more MP to twin cast, so I had to sit there with a black sword. That was fun.
But yeah, you put on a clinic during that fight, so that was impressive.
Yeah, it was fun.
And your reward,
Thanks.
a wyvern.
Yeah.
Yep. I know Cecil's fast enough, so I was like, it's fine. I don't need to save. If it's Wyvern, you just get into that item and you run away, you buffer out, and that's like something anyone could do, by the way. The buffering out, so holding LNR to run away as you're heading out so that the can't run message shows up, really helps guarantee exactly 1 star veil, which is all I needed.
If it works, it works.
Yeah, don't argue the results. And the result at one point you guys were in lockstep. You were the full Zot check ahead, but Rexbanner was 10 seconds behind you in running around after you guys had both done the giant and were running through the moon. He'd found the Odin and you were right behind him after doing the crystal sword check. That was honestly, you're going to the moon. 1, how did you think about that antline? And 2, what was your thoughts for the rest of the run?
Antlion, like, that's just par for the course. The thing I was really worried about, the thing that was really on my mind, was to have to deal with yet another Ogopogo alt gauntlet. That was...
You'll be happy to know it wasn't there.
Yeah, I kind of figured. I also didn't mark on my tracker, apparently, that I'd killed elements, so I thought I was looking for 2 more bosses. So when I finished Ribbon Room, I was like, oh, I'm done. Oh, crap.
Well, over you then.
Now here's the real question, actually. Valis and Feymarch with no cane. How excited were you to maybe have to fight that?
Oh, yeah. So, I bought an Artemis bow. And I kept Artemis arrows from top of tower, though that was helping the grind too, but that was my contingency plan. Because I had no other weaponry. No light sword, no... I didn't even have like a fire or like ice brand or something. Like... yeah, the plan...
Thank you, didn't come to that.
Yeah, no, I mean, I was ready to have to deal with it. Thankfully, it's only got 23,000 hit points. Like, it's doable. It's just after that full grind, anyways. But when I first saw it, I was like, oh, that's gonna hold my darkness, and there aren't gonna be 10k items in this seed before it. But alas, would have been fun. Would have been fun to figure out.
yeah, with that, you are officially on to the next round. What are your thoughts?
The finals for Red Moon Waning.
Finals, yeah.
My thoughts are I am here to fulfill at least 5 people's bracketology, where they said I was making it to waxing and then losing, and then making it to waning and then losing. So I am I am ready to enact that reality. I mean, of course, I think I can get there, but between Pyre or Decker, who are, I believe, should be one of them is my next opponent. I already beat Decker once, but that's a tough match, and Pyre's no slouch either, so it'll be fun. It'll be fun, and then after that, I think I'll be glad to be done with the tournament. It's been a good run.
Does anybody got something else? Otherwise, because I mean, the honest question is just, with the entire seed, some of the memes that we've seen, like obviously Cast 11 really didn't bring a lot there. I mean, I guess a life staff is something.
I was swimming in life staves. I could have rowed an entire boat just with life staves and a seraphim stick. It was experienced a quake. That was kind of my impetus, because kind of had nothing else going on. But yeah, that Dublin was pretty stinky. So was Forge, which it's like I probably shouldn't do this, but maybe there's a holy sword here. Also memes, I guess. That Eblin was especially that treasury was especially not great.
Yeah, it seemed like the seed had an entire theme was, look, we're not going to give you any DPS except the Cecil. Oh, by the way, we forgot to put weapons for him in there.
Yeah. Here's kind of nothing. Have fun. Yeah, hopefully Rex enjoyed the seed too. I know we were both hoping for something kind of on the more challenging side.
Yeah, you both played it well.
Yeah,
It was
and
fun.
you know what? Again, thank you for putting on a fantastic show. Also, thank you for being one of the two to agree to let us do this 4-person restream while you're racing. Because again, as much as this is us having fun up here and we love to showcase the memes, the entire race is about you and Rexbanner, and again, the fantastic showcase of runs you guys did.
We certainly
I
saw
appreciate
it
that.
coming today too.
Absolutely.
Yeah. But I mean, yeah, of course. I can't wait to listen back, especially the 4 of you.
Oh,
Between
Wait till you see the reaction image that Scala made, which is fantastic, by the way.
so we saw it in the race room,
So much Soleras. It's
or no? Oh, the reactive. Okay, well I'll have to go back and watch. I know she. I know. I know she was very prepared for this. So
I was very prepared, but I did not make the proper sacrifices to OBS, and it crashed on me anyway. But that's fine. You got
Too many memes.
Too many memes.
too many
We learned
memes.
OBS had a limit.
Meme overload. Oh no.
It's okay.
But yeah.
Any last thoughts?
No, just thanks Dathis, Harumph, CS Radical, and Asuka, and JMac, and of course Scarlet. Thank all of you for putting on this fun show, and for always, being around for restream stuff. I mean, obviously we can't do any of this without y'all, so... otherwise, yeah, this was fun. I enjoyed playing with Rex. Big GG's to him. And, yeah, until next week for me, I suppose. But otherwise, bye.
GG's again.
And best of luck in the finals.
Thank you. All right.
And again, Soleras, first place finisher in this best of 3. 1 hour, 35 minutes, 30 seconds. Huge GG's, shoutouts to him, moving on to the finals of the Waning brackets. And honestly, you see Rexbanner finishing off the fight of Sirenus. 10 minutes does not tell the tale of the seed, as you guys have seen. It was honestly a lot of back and forth. The Earth Crystal, the big divider.
Yeah, it's always a case of just if you make one check different, that might be all it takes.
Yeah, and again, as we always like to say here, choices are never bad until you find out the results.
Yeah.
Because with what information you had, where'd you want to go?
I mean,
I want to go for Rex's screen because he just defeated Z.
You mean Zed?
I mean Z.
I mean Zed.
Who defeated Skull Kitty?
We
We have Rexbanner coming up second place. Fantastic time of 1 hour, 46 minutes, and 59 seconds in a Scala Kitty seed of shenanigans and hot, fantastic, no key items. We're going to see if we're going to get him in for an interview.
You mean we're gonna talk to him because he is in for an interview?
Aha, so he is. Welcome, Rex. GG's on the seed.
GG's, folks. How are you doing this evening?
I'm in your neck of the woods, Rex. Hi.
You've moved to a proper time zone, I hear.
Okay. Stairs in Central Time. But otherwise, how did the seed go? How did it feel for you?
Not bad. I wasted a lot of time in Eblin and that, getting some levels on characters. Looking for a shiny sword, but not bad. It's just a little, when I saw what was waiting for us on Hook Route, felt like I wasted a lot of time.
I mean, that seemed to be the theme with the seed, in that, you know, you were going to spend a lot of time looking for a shiny sword that didn't exist.
Yep.
Yeah, I think the consolation prize. I think the consolation prize there was that the Dark Knight Cecil here was not at the KQE spot here. It was in a relatively kinder spot.
Yeah, it was in a kind spot, and then just the Dark Imps at the King Queen spot? No. The King Queen spot was relatively kind, so like
it was the elements at the King
Elements. That's what it was. Yeah. Elements, and so wasn't a very hard hook route, so all that time I spent in Eblin looking for a shiny sword felt like a lot of wasted time. And then getting underground, just had no real direction, so I was quite happy to find that pan and dwarf.
In that race, we did see, you know, like the main divergence here was, you know, we had, you know, Soleras here going to chase the Tarazot early here. He elected here to go to the Giant and then the Moon afterwards here. Was that something that you had planned out? You know, game plan here at the start of the race, or something here that kind of evolved here as the race went on?
It evolved as the race went on. I was feeling really far behind with the amount of looting I did. With everything going on, I was not feeling very confident that I was keeping up with Soleras, so I figured I had the Iridia that I was going to get levels to. I'm like, well, we might as well go do the slingshot on her. I'll get the other two pretty much to their levels anyway. Knock out the Giant, hopefully we pick up a boss, and then we'll hit the Moon.
I mean, it's a prudent check, you know, if you need to try to get an advantage. Unfortunately here, it didn't quite pay off this time.
Nope. And then what hurt me is I faded, you know, Zot 1. I had the Earth Crystal, but I faded it because I didn't want to get stuck behind a chain and start chasing it before going to the Moon. And turns out, should have did the Zot.
I mean, rando's gonna rando. It's never really a bad decision. It just ends up being something that just doesn't work out. I mean, again, you know, if you see 3 bosses on the Moon, it doesn't look so bad, but just sometimes that's how it works out.
Yep. It's how it works out, so it didn't quite work out properly this time, but all in all, it was good. I had fun with the seed. It wasn't supremely power overwhelming for the most part. It took a while to get there.
What are your thoughts about the tournament as a whole? Like in this flag set in particular?
I really enjoyed it. Personally, I'm a big fan of T-Pro, not knowing that, you know, sometimes Ogre Axe or Slumber Sword Cecil is going to be your best thing. So, I like that aspect of it. The boss hunts, I wasn't too sure off the start, but the more I did of them, the more they actually weren't too bad once you got used to them. They're rather quick. I thought they were going to take, you know, closer to the most part for 2 hours, but near the end, you know, about an average of hour and a half. So I really enjoyed this flag set. I had a lot of fun with it.
Well, you know, this was yet another deep run in a tournament for Rexbanner. GG's on a fantastic performance here, and I can't wait to see what's up for you. How you do in the next in future tournaments here. You're a huge threat here to everyone here who goes up against you here, and we look forward to seeing you do your best. Do what you do best.
Rex, you're amazing at this game. Don't say otherwise. I love you.
Yeah, well, thank you, folks. I'd like to thank you all for the commentary. I heard it was Dothis, CS Radical, Oscar, Harumph. Hopefully you didn't take too much offense to naming Edward after you. Scala for the restream. J-Mac for...
He may have pointed that out at one point.
J-Mac for pressing the buttons. So, thank you, folks, for everything, for everyone showing up and watching. I hope you folks all have a good day, and thanks for putting this on. And yeah, we'll be back for the next tournament for sure.
Heck yeah. GG's again, Rex.
Thank you. Have fun, folks.
Again, that was Rexbanner finishing second place, 1 hour 46 minutes 59 seconds. GG's to him. Make sure you follow both of our runners. Put on a fantastic clinical show in a whole lot of spots. And yeah, this was just a great run all the way through. Speaking of runs, this run is done. However, the runs are only just continuing on. We have another group who's been putting on and been partnering with us for these restreams. And what we're doing is...
Are you trying to break the limit of restreams we're going to go over?
We in fact are! We are going over to RPG LV to show them some love for the what they're going on for the entire week. It is going to be a great marathon by them. Again, fantastic for them for letting us showcase some of the runs there. As well, keep an eye on our Discord and Twitter for anything about the next following week for all the tournament runs. We will let you know when everything gets set up and gets scheduled, because we have the Monday off, as that is the day of rest for the Restream team. It is contractually obligated. Don't know who started that requirement. We're not going to talk about it, but we're just going to continue on. Again, huge shout outs to the fact that we had the fantastic 4 team here with our lovely American Oscar joining the 3 Canadians here. We have, again, Oscar, myself, Dathis. We have Radical. We have Harumph. We have J-Mac as our fantastic tracker. And Scala Kitty enabling the memes, letting us have all the fun here. GG's, shout outs to them, and yeah, let's go show RPG some love.
Bye.
Let's untie Radical.